The honest truth about running a business, no sugarcoating. At the end of the day, entrepreneurship has been glorified by so many different people where you're working basically on your laptop on the beach, you're drinking a margarita, or the 4-hour work week. And it's really gotten a bad energy because so many people have been quitting their 9 to 5 jobs to become an entrepreneur, and their businesses have failed because of it. So I wanted to share with you behind the scenes of what it actually takes to be a successful online entrepreneur. So the first thing is that you're probably going to need to spend more time creating a business than it would be spending time in a 9 to 5. You've probably heard from entrepreneurs, but a lot of them take their work home or they're spending overtime to make sure that their businesses are successful. It's not going to be easy. I actually tell people, if you want easy, a 9 to 5 is easy in a lot of ways. You clock out, you know exactly what you're getting paid. It's actually very easy in a lot of ways. So I didn't want to sugarcoat this so that you understand moving into entrepreneurship that you actually want to do it. It's kind of like if I told you that running a marathon is easy, everyone should do it. And then people tried to run a marathon and then they all got injured and they all hated it and they're like, this is hard, why am I doing this? You wouldn't tell someone that it's easy to run a marathon, so why are you saying that it's easy to run a business? So I'm sharing with you the hard truths here. So let me explain a couple of the different things that you need to be aware of so that you can be successful in business. Because if you're like me, the longer hours or the working hard is not something that's actually going to push you away from becoming an entrepreneur, because you know that you're called to become an entrepreneur. So let's talk about this. The first thing is that entrepreneurs have to wear many different hats to start. You're not just one person like an employee working a job doing one thing. You have to be the person who's doing the marketing. You have to be the salesperson. You have to be the person doing the delivery. You have to be doing your own taxes or finances or your own legal stuff. You're wearing all of the hats. You're doing the admin work. And you actually have to get good at all the different things while you're starting your business. And so be okay with actually spending more time and learning more skills than you would at a 9 to 5 job. So that's the first thing. So dive into those skill sets, get good at them, and know that you're not going to be doing them for the rest of your life in your business. As you grow your business, you're going to have other people, whether it's freelancers or subcontractors or maybe eventually employees, do some of these things where you can then take off your hat and someone else can do it, but you're going to have to learn them to start. So that's the first thing. The second thing is understanding having the right mindset in work. When you're getting something going, the first bit is always the hardest, whether it's a health journey or a relationship or a business. The first bit is actually where there's a lot of stuff that you have to work through. And so be okay with there actually being a lot of work to build the momentum. Business is a lot about getting it going, and once it's going, it's actually a lot easier to keep it going. And so in the first 3, 6, 9 months, actually mentally put into your mindset that it's going to take possibly a little bit longer than expected for your business to get to where you want to go. So many people want to be at the 6 figures in 6 months, but for a lot of people, they're going to have to work a year, even a year and a half of hard, honest work to actually get to 6 figures. And so make sure that you have the right mindset going into it. And one of the mindsets that really helped me with all of this was actually learning to be resilient and getting good at actually taking rejection. Because that's another thing that a lot of us going into entrepreneurship don't realize. In a 9 to 5, for some of you, maybe you deal with rejection, but in your business, you're going to deal with people saying no, they're not interested in your services, or they're even going to be like, why are you selling to me? And people are going to have all these opinions. You're going to have to learn how to have a thick skin. You're going to have to realize that it's not personal when people say no to you. You're going to have to realize that people are saying no to your business or your product, or that it's just not a good time for them right now. And so this is something that you're going to want to realize, because I've had too many entrepreneurs get into the game and they're like, wow, I'm getting rejected every single day. People are saying no. People are saying, oh, I don't want to do this. And they're bringing this negative energy into my life. And it's, hey, that's business. Some people are going to say yes. Some people are going to say no. There's going to be good days and bad days. The goal with entrepreneurship is not that you have just good days. The goal is that you actually follow the plan, no matter if you have amazing days, because you're going to have the high highs, or if you have hard days, because you're going to have the low lows. Those are the extremes. You're going to have great days and bad days. So make sure that you have a thick skin going into everything. The last and final thing that I wanted to talk about here today is get good at skill acquisition. As an entrepreneur, you need to learn how to get better at stuff quickly, because if you don't get better at sales or at marketing or growing your audience, generating leads, it's going to be so much harder for you to get to where you want to go. So become an expert at being a student. learn quickly, implement quicker, fail forward, and you're going to get to where you want to go at the end of the day. Skills are not acquired through just hoping that you're going to get better. They're acquired by actually studying them, implementing, reviewing them, and then actually getting better at them. So make sure you're focusing on these different areas and you will be successful as an entrepreneur. It's not going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it. It's not going to be as easy as a 9 to 5, but you're going to be able to build more. You're going to be able to, if you stick with it, and you have a better income than a 9 to 5. You're going to have more freedom, but it's going to take time. Don't expect to have flow and ease and all of these things, financial freedom, right off the bat. You have to put the work into it. As much as you're a great human being, you have not built the worth of actually having the business yet. So put in the time, put in the effort, and then you will reap the reward.